Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV. And before we move forward, let's cue that intro. Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. 1 second, my phone's playing up. I've got to sort this out as well. 2 seconds, guys. Sorry. Hope you're all well, wherever it is that you may be, like I said, around the world. And yes, that international is gone. That international break is over. We can start looking forward to the Premier League. The Premier League is back this weekend. And even though it's back, the most annoying thing is that in November, international break comes back again. But we're not going to talk about that now because we've still got the rest of October. And I think we've got the first or second week of November. And then we've got another boring international break, which, trust me, I do not understand. I do not get. I don't really care for it too much as well. But before we move forward, guys, please smash that like button. You know what we need to do? Smash the like button. Subscribe to GNA TV as well. We are on the road to 3K subscribers. 3K subscribers. We're just under 150 away from doing that. And I can't do that unless you guys help and support the channel. Share. Let people know that we're live. Today, we're going to bring back what we haven't done in a while because we've had so much going on in between. The Premier League preview show, reviewing all the games over the weekend, giving our thoughts and feelings on each individual game, breaking them down, looking at who their top goal scorers are, who the main man is as well. And then I want you guys to get involved in the chat as well. Let me have your thoughts in terms of goal scorers, who you think will win, who you think will draw or lose, etc. The lines will be open, as always, for you guys as well. So please continue to, if you are new here, subscribe and smash the like button. In the description below, I've updated the links. You've got the Instagram, GNA TV official page, which we want to try and get to 200 followers. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, please go and do that now and come back here as well, please. It'd be massively appreciated. That's where the giveaway is going to be. There's a reason why that's there. That's where the giveaway is going to be when we hit 3K, and I don't want you guys to miss out on it. And there's a link to my Twitter as well, my Twitter space as well. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, then you can follow me on there as well. But let's have a look and see who's in the chat. Chi, big up to you, my guy. Concierge of Crime, big up, James, you legend. Big up to you, Concierge. You are the legend, bro. You are the legend. Club football is back. Smash the likes, people. Beck's in the house. Big up to her. EC Clips, big up to you, mate. Jesus, Gem out here flexing. Sorry, mate. I know I'm sitting here in a vest. Literally, I've just got back from the gym as well, and I am just massively hot. Like, I did have a jumper on, and I was like, if I sit here doing the stream in a jumper, I'm just going to be sweating. I don't think you lot want to see me sweating right now. So, yeah, I just got rid of that as well. Sour Clan, big up to you. Everyone hates the international break, bro. Everyone hates an international break. What is the point of an international break? Honestly, it just ruins club football. And then you get people that are injured. There's been a lot of injuries, not only for for Chelsea. There's been a couple, but Man United have lost Varane. The pace merchant is gone. Big up to Mo at the Blue Lounge. Like, again, if you haven't following him, go over to his channel as well. He's doing great content over there, and he's on his road to 10K as well. Harry Kurt Angle. Jorginho for Ballon d'Or. I don't know about that one. Andy Taylor set to start for Brentford in midfield this weekend. Yes, it is confirmed, and we will get into Brentford versus Chelsea a bit later on, that Anthony Taylor will be refereeing Chelsea's game. We're going to be doing a match preview tomorrow of the Chelsea-Brentford game or the Brentford-Chelsea game as well. So we will delve into that more so. Team news will be on tomorrow because Thomas Tuchel will have his press conference meet and stuff like that. So that will all come tomorrow. We'll delve into that properly. But we will talk a bit about Chelsea today. Like for the Don, big up to you, my guy. Big up to Zabir. Big up, Jim. I hope we beat Brentford this weekend. We need to. Brentford are not an easy outfit to come up against, and we're going to talk about that. They're on good form. They're the team that I said at the beginning of the season will probably surprise everyone. They're the team that will probably surprise everyone. So we'll have to see how it goes. No Thiago Silva. Well, it is what it is. I expected a very hard game versus Brentford. We're going to delve into that. Big up, Jen. I'm just coming in. Big up to you, OB. I hope you're well. Big up to you. Good afternoon to you, Big Ron. Rams, big up to you, my guy. Hope you're well. The lines will be open, guys, very soon, but we are going to delve into them. We are going to delve into it. IGM, what are your thoughts on Ivan Toney? Is he our biggest threat? He's not just only Ivan Toney, but we will talk about Brentford later on because it is one of the games that we're going to be previewing throughout the fixtures that we've got coming up. So stay tuned with us. Keep smashing the like button, subscribe, share, do your thing. Go and follow Instagram page, which is in the description below. Let's get all that done. Right, let's move. Let's just get in. Let's get into this. So, in terms of fixtures, we start with kickoff at Vicarage Road. Watford versus Liverpool. First game, Saturday, 12:30 kickoff. Liverpool are sitting in second, a point behind the champions of Europe. I just say that again, the champions of Europe. But they're not doing too bad. They've won 2, drawn 3, haven't lost in a while. They're on 15 points. The goal difference is 1 less than the champions of Europe as well. They haven't lost a game though, Liverpool. Yeah, so everyone else seems to have lost a game other than Liverpool. Liverpool have won 4, drawn 3, and they play against the Watford team that are, I'll say okay, but they're there in or thereabouts, if you know what I mean. Sitting in 15th, they've lost their last 3 games out of 5, only won 1 and drawn 1 as well. They've got a -3 goal difference as well. I mean, you look at that. Do I think there's any hope for them to up against the Liverpool team that are flying high at the moment, that are probably going to come back? The only real issue that you may have, and it's not only Liverpool, is that a lot of players have been out on international duty. How they're going to come back into the Premier League? How they're going to, are they going to be 100% fit going into it? I know there's been talks about certain individual players that have had muscle fatigue. Muscle fatigue might become an issue for players going into this weekend. And I never really like an international game, a Premier League game after an international. I never really do, because I feel like it takes them a bit of time to get into it. The games can be slow, a bit lethargic. You could even drop points. Let's be serious, because the guys don't have enough time from international duty to fly back to here, get some rest, train, and then bang, it's game time. There's a lot demanding from them. But in terms of this game, I mean, obviously, I expect Liverpool. I really do expect Liverpool to beat. Really do expect Liverpool to beat Watford. Obviously, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane are 2 individuals that are, say, slowly starting to wake up again, slowly starting to score goals, slowly starting to tick in many ways, as well. We're going to look at them just quickly, because obviously they have been contributing 2 goals again in this league. So let's have a look. So in terms of goals scored, who is their top goal scorer? I mean, it's got to be Mo Salah, isn't it? Let's be serious. Sadio Mane's played 7 games and he scored 4 goals. Mo Salah has played 7 games and scored 2 more than him with 6. Diego Jota played 7 games and scored 3 goals. So, they're contributing. Their front 3 are contributing. Obviously, Mo Salah again becoming the man to be relied on. The man that consistently, in many ways for me, gets Liverpool out of trouble. And if you look at last season, would have Liverpool finished in the top 4? I don't think so. I don't think Liverpool would have finished in the top 4. So, that's how important he is. But getting Sadio Mane firing again is a massive thing for him as well. Let's see what people say in chat, because we have got a couple of Liverpool fans. Velv is saying 3-1 Liverpool. We will concede because no Alisson and Fabinho. Okay, so even with no Alisson and no Fabinho, I still expect you guys to many ways walk them out of the park, get the job done. You've got a good enough squad to beat Watford, man. In terms of you losing to 10th place, Juventus. Yeah, but we're above you, mate. We are above you. Salah has an amazing goal scoring record against Watford. So again, that falls in your favour. And that's what I'm saying to you. Mo Salah will get a couple. I'm going to go over 3. I think they'll score Watford. I've got a feeling they may score 1. So let's say 3-1. I'm going with 3-1. I want to know your thoughts as well, guys, in the chat. Let me know what you think the score is going to be between the Liverpool and it's so annoying because I have to keep changing screens all the time. The Liverpool and Watford game, Watford being at home. Does anyone give Watford a chance? Most of our players will be back Apparently not. Fabinho and Alisson are supposedly out, is what Velv is saying. Salah's 6 goals, Mane 4. You know, they're back. They're back. Velv, he started 0 games. He needs to back up his ideas, though. Contributed more than Sal in less minutes. There we go. Here we go. Trying to dig out our team, are you? Trying to dig out our players, as always. But remember who's sitting above you, Rams, yeah? Remember who's sitting above you at the moment, the champions of Europe. Sal is dead, blah, blah, blah. It's like Thiago. Thiago Alcantara is dead. Is dead. Yeah, you can sit there and slag off our players, but your players are dead as well. I think the season our mids would contribute in terms of goals and assists this season. Fair enough. 4-0 Liverpool was what Nathaniel's saying. 5-0. Samuel's going for a 5-0 slapping against Watford. That is proper confidence from a Liverpool fan right there, guys. Big up to him. Guys, it's over 30 of you here. Smash the like button for GNA TV. Let's try and close the gap to 40 likes. We can do that. That's a minimum requirement on here. We can get that done. We're only on 17 likes. Let's try and push that. Let's get to the 30 mark as quickly as possible. There's 33 people here. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. The lines will be open very soon as well. I was back in Sabitzer. Sabitzer. Why would you back in Sabitzer? I don't get what you're saying, Rams. Thiago has contributed more than your whole midfield, bar and cover. Oh my God. Velv, just take your L. Take your L. This just to stay on track. This is not about us slagging each other off. Who's better? Who's this? Who's that? Let's just be serious. You have been poor. You know, he has been poor. Sorry, he has been poor. Liverpool unbeaten this season, but still aren't top of the league. Facts, Specs. Facts. So I say 3-1. Liverpool should get the job done. We are going to move on swiftly to the next game as well. The next game that we're going to analyse and get into is Southampton versus Leeds. Southampton at St Mary's are at home. 3 o'clock kickoff on the Saturday. And they're both next to each other. 16th and 17th at the moment. Played 7 games. Leeds are on 6 points. Southampton are on 4. Southampton have lost 2, drawn 3. Leeds have lost 2, drawn 2, 1-1. Now, I really want to talk about Leeds because they're a team that a lot of people thought were going to kick on this season, and they haven't. Bielsa's still very reluctant to play in the one way that he knows. Still very open. Defensively, they're still very poor. They're conceding goals left, right, and centre. If you look at their goal difference at the moment, it's worse than Southampton's. They're at -7. -7 goals conceded. You know, it's not good enough for them. In 7 games, 6 points, that is poor for Leeds. That is poor. And there's some people that have spoken about Leeds maybe getting relegated. You know. In terms of this game, I think it's interesting because Southampton have a very good squad. Livramento, we saw it against Chelsea. Livramento, very good. They can defend. They can make things hard. They also have enough up front to cause issues. You know, Brozier will be back in this game. It will be Brozier versus Brentford. You know, so that'll be an interesting one as well. I think there's going to be goals. I can see some goals in this because I think Leeds only know one way to play, and that one way is going forward and leaving themselves vulnerable and open. So, guys in the chat, let me know what your score predictions are. Southampton versus Leeds. I'm going to say to you guys, I think it's going to be 3-2 Southampton. 3-2 Southampton is what I'm going for as well. Let's have a look at what some of you guys are saying in the chat. 1-1 draw written all over it. Samuel's not expecting as many goals as I am, but he thinks there will be a draw. Brazil playing Friday, so Silva, Ali, Flecker, Ederson, and for me, I think are out. The rest of, I'm sure, are not about. Fernandinho, fair enough. We can live. Man like Livramento balling. Yes, he is balling. He is balling. And he's someone that Chelsea will keep their eyes on. Especially in the way that he's playing, going forwards, going backwards, offensively very strong. You know, defensively quick as well, can recover. You know, he could, in theory, providing he gets his move to a bigger team, become a very important player to Chelsea, and potentially, if he does come back and continues playing in the way that he is, become one of the best right backs in the league. And you've heard me say it there. Livramento could be better than Trent. He could be better than AWB. He could be better than... Who else have we got? AWB, him, and he could be better than Carl Walker. He could be better than all of these guys. Who you just don't know. You just don't know. It just depends if he gets that opportunity. He's going to be interesting to see season. Now, Leeds are the most overrated team in the Prem. That's what Samuel says. Ram says he strongly disagrees about Southampton's squad with me. Why do you disagree with me, Ram? What is the issue? Nathaniel says 3-2. 3-2 Leeds on this one. 2-1 Southampton is what Andre thinks. Big up to him. Leeds are going to win this 2-1 from Jack the Ripper. CFC Matty cases Redmond gets a brace. IMO 2-1 is what he's going for as well. Afternoon all. Everyone's saying Reece James. I'm reluctant to talk about my players. Thank you very much. You won't see me say it. Nah, I got one day Reece James. He'll be better than Trent though, wouldn't he? Let's be serious, because he's offensively good as well. So he's got the pace to cause problems. He can cross. He can get back. He can defend. Something that Trent cannot do. Defend. The worst defender in the Premier League of right backs is Trent Alexander-Arnold. He cannot defend. He cannot defend. Just winding up because I know there's a lot of Liverpool fans in the chat. But over 40 of you here, guys. 15 minutes in. Smash the like button, please. 40 likes is the aim. Subscribe to the channel. The link will be up very, very soon. I've gone for a 3-2 Southampton on this one. There's a lot of draws coming in as well. Southampton's quality is not great. They've got a very meaty footballers. I rate Armstrong and JW, but everyone else is not great. Yeah, and throw Armando Broja in there as well, mate. Don't forget to throw Broja in there as well. I'm not having it. I am not having it. Cancelo is the most complete right back. Well, he's more versatile. He can play right back, left back. He can play everywhere, you know. Top player, top player. But we move. We move. And we're moving on to more of the opposite end of the table. Norwich versus Brighton. Say opposite end. Opposite end for Norwich, but not for Brighton. Brighton are sitting in 6th still, man. 7 games played, 14 points, 1-2, drawn 2, lost 1. They've only got a goal difference of 3, though. So they are conceding goals, or from what I can understand, they are conceding goals. Yeah, goals away, goals. Yeah, fair enough. Norwich are sitting in 20th. I mean, if anyone was going to predict a team to actually go down and be rock bottom, it was going to be Norwich. You know, played 7, minus 14 goal difference, 1 point. I mean, you might as well just get rid of them now. You might as well just kick them out. Like, I'm not even joking. 1 point out of 3, 6, 9, 12, 7, 14, 21 points. Are you having a laugh? 1 point. 1 point. Come on, man. That's not good. But Brian have surprised me. And I'm going to be honest with you. On the football terrace, I did say that I thought Brighton may go down. I just thought they had nothing going forward. And Potter is doing a job there. He is doing a really good job there. In terms of this one, I can only really see one result. You know, really only see one result on this one. You look at who's at home. Obviously, Norwich are at home. I don't really think that affects anything in many ways. I think Brighton are in good form. I don't see how Norwich beat Brighton. They have nothing going forward. There's nothing really that, in many ways, I think can cause an issue to Brighton. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be an easy 2, maybe 3-0 win, Brighton. I just don't see how Norwich even get a goal in this game. I really don't. I really don't know how they're going to get this done. But in terms of, if we look at quickly while we're at it, because I think they deserve it as they're playing so well at the moment. Nearly 50 of you here, guys. Smash the like button as I'm switching tabs all the time. Let's have a look at who is scoring their goals. Who's contributing to Brighton right now? Why are Brighton playing so goddamn well at the moment in many, many ways? So in terms of their top goal scorer in the league, you got Neil Maupay, played 7, 4 goals. So Neil Maupay's definitely stepped up this season with the goal. Someone that I thought was an absolute flop. Not going to lie. And then you scroll through it again. You don't really see much. I mean, all right, McAllister's got 1. Yeah, I mean, it's mainly Neil Maupay. Sean Duffy's got 1. 4-1, you know, Trossard's got 1. Danny Welbeck's got 1. Yeah, you know, they haven't really got much from anyone else other than Neil Maupay. So Neil Maupay's the main guy at the moment for them, banging in the goals, getting them to where they are. Can he continue that, though? Can he continue that that form, we'll have to wait and see as well. Let's see what people are saying in the chat about this game. Like I said, I reckon it's going to be a 2-0 comfortable win for them. Nasri looking like Fatzard. Yeah? Okay, cool. Okay. Norwich doing an 07-08 derby is what Rams is saying. I hear that. My heart breaks whenever I think of Norwich. Bring Billy Esther Goatmore home. Brighton 3-0. 3-0 against Norwich. And yeah, look, Billy Gilmore going there, would that affect him? Not really. I mean, him getting game time is the most important thing in this. And he's been putting good performances over there, but he's just let down by the individuals that are around him. So, you know, do we need to bring him back? Probably not at the moment. Will we bring him back? I don't see us doing that in January. Unless we suffer some serious injuries in midfield, then we might see him come in. But 3-0 Brighton, Trossard, Mulpay 2 is what CFC Matty's saying. Mulpay 5-0 Brighton. Norwich is going to struggle this season, is what Nathaniel's saying. I reckon a 1-0 Mopay scoring game. Fair enough. So you're not seeing as many goals, but I think we're all in agreement here. We can only see it going one way. Brighton beating Norwich and continuing their great form. Let's be serious. They're great form. They could go top if everyone above lost, and I know that's not going to happen. Brighton could be top of the league by the end of the weekend. How mad is that? How mad is that? How mad is that? Bring back the What If show. Yeah, we will. You know what? The What If show was good, actually. I did enjoy the What If show. The What If show is something I'll look to do again because it's definitely worth talking about the players, the foot, whatever. I think we're talking about the players, actually, the players in themselves. And what if they went there? What if they did this? What if they would have done? Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. What If show was good. The What If show was good. 2-1 Brighton. Fair enough. Let's move. Let's move. And the next game that we're up against for is Aston Villa versus Wolves. Villa are sitting in 10th. Wolves are sitting in 12th. Villa are a point ahead of Wolves. Obviously, Villa at home as well. Played 7 each. Villa have won 2, lost 2, drawn 1. Wolves have won 3 and only lost 2. They've won 3. Wolves have not drawn any, but lost 4. So Wolves either win or lose at the moment. That's how Wolves move at the moment. They either win or they lose. Aston Villa have got a very good team. A very good team. Should they be doing better than what they're doing currently at the moment? I think so. I think Aston Villa should be where Brentford should be. Or Brighton. You know, it's still very early in the season at the same time as well. I get that. But to be honest, I think Aston Villa are going to win this. Actually, do you know what? No, I don't think they're going to win this. Because I think I'm stuck with this one. Because Wolves haven't started well, but they've played well in certain games. So in terms of the result, I think I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to go with a 1-1. I'm definitely going to go with a 1-1 on this one. Yeah, I think, definitely a 1-1. I want to have a look at Aston Villa quickly and their squad, because their squad is good. They've got a good squad. If you look at, we're going to bring it up now for you guys as well. You know, they've got abundance of talent, abundance of talent as well. Obviously, Rams is in the chat. He bangs on about Matty Cash. Matty Cash is having a very good season at the moment. Played 7. He's only scored 1, but it doesn't say anything about his assists. It'd be interesting to know how many he's assists, because he is pushing forward very, very well. You know, defensively, they're okay with Mings, Konsa. Yeah, Ashley Young was brought back as well. Tuan Zabi from Man United is also in that squad. When you think about who's actually their top goal scorer, you'd think it's Ollie Watkins, but he's only scored 1 goal. Danny Ings. Danny Ings is their top goal scorer. He's played 7, scored 2 and assisted 2. So Danny Ings is the main man. I mean, them bringing him in made a lot of sense. We know Danny Ings can score goals. The problem with Danny Ings is, can they keep him fit? You know, Leon Bailey, can they get the best out of him? Can be a very good player on his day as well. You know, this is what people are saying in the chat quickly as well. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Matty Cash, that Rams already coming out of it. Villa are very good at home, is what Matthew's saying here as well. Oh, that's a good game. Derby, 3-3 I'm feeling goals that game, and I don't know why. Samuel thinks there's going to be goals. Do you agree with him? 3-3 is what he's going with for this game as well. Let's bring it back up so people know what game we're actually talking about, because if you're new and you're coming in, you don't know what we're talking about. We are talking about Villa versus Wolves. 1-1 draw. Fair enough. I think we're Anders, it must be talking about saying else. 3-1 to Villa is what Matthew's saying as well. He thinks 3-1 to Villa as well. Up to him. Aston Villa 1-0 over Wolverhampton as well. Fair enough. I hear that. Smash the like button, guys. Nearly 50 of you here right now. Please do that if you can. Monster's in the house. Big up to Monster as well. Cash in the trash is what Monster has quoted him there. But yeah, I'm going to go with the draw. I think it's going to be a 1-1 or a 2-2 draw. There might be goals. We'll have to see how it plans out as well. But let's move. Let's move on. Next big game. Leicester versus Man City. And where the hell are Leicester? All the way down there. Leicester are at home. Sorry, Man United. Leicester, Man United. Why say Man City, Man United? 7 games each. Both 1-2. Leicester have 1-2. Man United 1-4. Both drawn 2. Leicester have lost 3. Leicester have lost 3, which is quite a lot for them. You know, they've lost 2, drawn 2, 1-1. Only got 8 points. Man United, on the other hand, are on 14 points. 2 points behind the champions of Europe, may I say. Obviously, we've won 3 games. They've lost 1. We've drawn and drawn 1 as well. Man United are on a decent run of form. They have got CR7 back in the house. The pace merchant is injured. The pace merchant is out, which means Lindelof. I think Maguire's even injured. Some people are saying Maguire is even suffering with injury as well. Yeah, you know, what do I think of this game? If you go based on what you're looking at, then you would expect Man United to win this 2-0 at least. To be honest, I think this might be a game where Man United could get caught out. This could be the game. This could be the game that they start dropping points. You know, Lindelof comes in, Maguire could be out as well, injured. So, I mean, Velv is saying 2-2, a draw. Big up to JJ in the chat as well. Big up to you. Need a Man United win just so Ollie stays a little longer. And that's just rival talk, innit? I think we can all agree as rivals, if you're not a Man United fan. Ollie in. Ollie in. Keep Ollie in at the wheel at Man United for us, man. Honestly. 2-2 draw. Vardy loves the big games. The thing is, I think there will be goals because Man United will score. They've got too many good players not to score any goals. Ronaldo, Bruno, Pogba. There's enough there to cause, issues in many ways, to cause serious issues. And if we look at Man United squad, let's have a look at it. If we have a look quickly at Man United squad, not Aston Villa's, even though I'm still in Aston Villa's, I need to go back. Keep smashing them likes, guys. 50 likes. The link's going to be in the chat soon as well for you guys to get involved in the chat. David De Gea is in good form at the moment, isn't he? For Man United, not going to lie. In terms of their top goal scorers, it's going to be Ronaldo, isn't it? But let's see how many goals that are actually contributing. So Ronaldo's played 4 games and scored 3 goals. You look at Mason Greenwood, 7 games, 3 goals. He's contributed as well. Anthony Martial's got 1. What else have we got here? Bruno Fernandes is contributing. So this is the thing. Their squad is contributing. You know, it's not just Ronaldo. Bruno's still bagging in the goals. You know, Mason Greenwood, when he's given the opportunity, scoring goals. Rafael Varane's played 5 games, only kept 1 clean sheet. Just saying, you know, the pace merchant, the guy that everyone says is an elite level Van Dijk player, which I said from a very long time ago, even on the football terrace, that is not the case. That is not the case. Sancho played 6 games, no goals and no assists for one of the biggest assist players last season in Europe. At the moment, slightly struggling to get or find a bit of, find his form, and I still think he will come good, Jadon Sancho. I think he's a top player. He just needs a bit of time. And maybe the system's affecting him. Maybe the fact that he's not starting games, he's coming in and out of games as well. You know, it's going to be... Cavani's got no goals as well. I didn't know that. I thought Cavani scored this season. And maybe they're missing Rashford as well. You know, Rashford is probably a big miss in terms of the goal aspect. Forgot about Jesse Lingard, though. Coming off the bench, banging in 2 goals in 3 appearances as well. You know, so can't complain about that. But over nearly 70 of you here right now, guys. Smash that like button. Let's smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new to GNA. We are on the road to 3K subscribers, which is massive for this channel. And we can't make that unless you help us get there as well, guys. Go and follow the GNA TV official Instagram page, because we will be doing a giveaway over there, and that's where you guys can get involved as well. So make sure that you go and follow that. Let me just quickly bring back what we was looking at. So yeah, I'm going to say I think it's going to be goals. I think Man United should win it. So if Man United win, it's going to be a 2-1. If they don't, then I think it will be a Leicester 2-0. That's what I'm going with. One way or the other. 2-1. Let's see what you guys are saying. 1-1 Man United. Ollie out. Nathaniel's saying Ollie out. You should be saying Ollie out, bro. You should be saying Ollie in. Ollie in. Not out, in. In, out. Shake it all about. Leicester 2-1 is what Leslie's saying as well. Fair enough. 2-2 draw for Andre. He says Leicester 2, Man United 2. Vardy and Barnes score for the Foxes. On the other hand, I reckon Ronaldo scoring and a debut goal for Sancho. Fair enough. He's got to start somewhere soon. Will he start? Who knows? We'll have to see. Ronaldo had put United backwards. Rel thinks Ronaldo has put United backwards. I understand that to a degree. I think Ronaldo coming back may have caused them a little bit of an issue. He will score goals, and and that's just Ronaldo. But in terms of the system and the way they play, is he going to become a problem? Because he won't run around, he won't track back, he won't do all of the hard work in many ways. Guys, we're 8 away from 40 likes, over 75 of you. Please get us to 40 likes, please, guys. Smash the like button. Cavani hasn't played yet. He played 3 games. He's played 3 games. I just showed you. He's played 3 games. It depends on what mid Ollie goes with. If it's McFred starts, Man United will lose. People already slagging Fred off and saying how crap he is. 100 million there. Leicester 2-0 is what we're hearing here as well. 2-2 draw is what Jaden's saying here. Fair enough. 4 Man United is what we're hearing here. Zoom the tab. Oh, right. Fair enough. It would zoom the tab. Is that better? Is that better for you guys? Probably a bit too close, isn't it? Let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. The only thing is, when I zoom the tab, I can't see. I can't see the tab. That's the issue. I can't zoom the tab too much. I have to do like that. But yeah, guys, that is what we're going for. Yeah, it's 1-1 draw. Man United will play defensive with their 2 main centre backs out. Maguire and Varane are out. That is a big loss for them. That is a big. Leicester have been very poor supposedly team, but yes, but then they only need one turnaround, one game. That one game could be against Man United. They are missing Maguire. They are missing Varane. That will weaken Man United. Is it going to be a case of, are they going to outscore them? Man United going to have to outscore Leicester to beat them? Maybe. 1-0 Leicester. Who will play centre-back? Lindelof will definitely play. I don't know who else will play next to him, though. So we'll have to really see what happens with that game. We're going to move on to this one. Like I said to you, I'm either going with a 2-1 Man United or a 2-0 Leicester. There are my 2 predictions for that game. We move on to the next game, and we'd go into the better half of Manchester. The better half of Manchester, I don't really care, but the better club, shall I say, in Manchester. Manchester City, champions of England, defending their title in 3rd, 7 points, 7 games, 14 points. Played 5. Well, out of 5 games, they've won 3, drawn 2. They're sitting 2 points behind Chelsea, who they already beat. So yeah, they beat us, but they're still sitting 2 points behind the champions of Europe. Just saying, just saying. And they play against a Burnley team who are sitting in 18th. 3 points in 7 games on -6 goal difference. They've drawn 3 and lost 2 as well. Man City are at home. I'm just going to keep this short and sweet. I like Sean Dyche, and I know KJ absolutely hates him. He wants to get them out of it. He thinks they're infectious. He doesn't rate them. He doesn't want them in the Premier League. But their style of football can cause teams problem, providing that their whole squad pull together and they work, they work well in terms of their game plans. But going to Man City and doing that is a different story. Man City aren't scoring many goals, just be serious. But what they will continuously keep doing is having goal scorers across the pitch because they haven't got a main striker. Jesus is in some sort of form, this we could say. He's scoring when he's been brought on. He's more of a threat off the wing more than anything else for Man City at the moment. You know, Jack Grealish, 100 million price tag. Is he started okay? Yeah, he started okay. Do I expect more from him? Of course I do. Of course I expect more from Jack Grealish. I think we all in the chat agree that Jack Grealish should be doing more. Kevin De Bruyne are the same. You know, but they're in a good position. You know, they're still in a good position. They're going to be up there. They're always going to be up there. Do I think they're going to win it? Who knows? We'll have to see. I think they're going to win 3-4-0 in this game. I think they're going to absolutely obliterate Burnley. Literally obliterate them. Oh yeah, Eric Bailly. Just going back to the Man United game. Yeah, Eric Bailly and Lindelof. I don't know about that. He can have a good game here and there, but we have to see. 5-0 City. Come on, common knowledge now. Yeah, it could be. It is common knowledge. Man City 6-0 is what Matthew's saying as well. 5-0 City. They always beat Burnley 5-0. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're at home as well. If it was away, then I might have had a different opinion on this game. But at home, I don't know. Man City to beat Burnley ruthlessly is what Simon's saying as well. Big up to him. 6-0, Pep out is what Nathaniel's saying. Jesus is a winger, never a striker. Well, he was bought to be a striker. He was never bought to be a winger. He's always played through the middle. He's just not really good at it. It's weird how Brazilian strikers have been shit recently, haven't they? Literally been absolutely shit. La Caca, I don't need a... All right, I don't know if you guys are talking to each other. 5-0 Man City. Man City 3-0. 5-1 is what Undertaker CFC is saying. 5-1 City, and it's just an easy one, isn't it? I don't really want to stick on this game too long. I just think they're going to give them an absolute tonking. And that will happen. I think that will happen, and they will move convincingly forward. Moving forward from the City game. Where am I? I've lost the games. I've lost the games. We move to the champions of Europe. Top of the league as well. The Dons, Chelsea are playing Brentford. Kickoff 5:30 on Saturday. Brentford have impressed me. Now let's just get to this because Brentford have impressed me. In 7 games, they've got 12 points. They've won 2, lost 1, drawn 2 in the last 5 games. Chelsea won 3, lost that 1. They lost their first game of the season against Man City, which I was at. Unfortunately, I won't be going to a Chelsea-Man City game anytime soon, ever again. Drawn 1 as well. And we are sitting top by a point. It is in our hands moving forward. It is in our hands moving forward as well. What do I expect from this game? I expect this to be tough. I expect them to not give us time on the ball. I expect them to, in many ways, one second, because I've got people coming upstairs. There we go. Sorry, guys. I expect them in many ways to make it hard. But at the same time, I think they will play into Chelsea's hands. And you look at the way Chelsea play, how we work out from the back, how we build up from the back. It's really going to depend how quickly we move the ball into the midfield. And then from our midfield, how quickly they can be progressively getting it forward to our front three. I think this is going to be a game where we can beat Brentford. Yes, Brentford have beaten. And I do want to look at Brentford into more detail because you look at the teams they have beaten up to now. You know, they've beaten West Ham. West Ham are a very good team at the moment. 2-1 away. They drew with Liverpool 3-0 at home, you know. So, you know, not to say Liverpool are great, but you know what I'm saying. They beat Arsenal 2-0. They drew with Brentford, with Aston Villa 1-1. You know, they've played some hard teams up to now, and they've done pretty well. All right, they lost 1-0 to Brighton. That's always that can always happen. That can always be on the card. But they can cause problems. It's clear that they've got a system, they've got a structure. They know how they like to play. They know that how to make it hard for us as well. And I think we're really going to have to turn up. And I keep saying it. I hate games after international breaks. They just suck. Especially when you're a Chelsea fan. Because we are, let's be serious, we are slow burners at the moment. We do things in our own time. We're very slow going into these games. We're not starting games well enough for me. We're not starting games well enough. We started well against, who did we play recently? Southampton. That was the best first half I've ever seen us start. Other than that, we've struggled to start well in these games. We need to have a better start against Brentford because they will be up for this. They've had enough rest. And they will come to cause us problems. I'm going to give my predictions in a second, but I want to see what people are saying in the chat as well. Let's see what you're all saying here. Over 90 of you here, guys. Smash the like. Let's get to 50 likes. We can do that. Subscribe to the channel as well. If you're new to GNA TV, please make sure you do that. Description. If you look in the description below, you've got 2 links. One to our Instagram page where we'll be doing the giveaway as well. The other one's to my Twitter. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, go and follow me over there as well. So we got, I think Chelsea will win the Premier because City is shit, is what Walt was saying. Brentford's atmosphere is incredible. 1-1 draw. I tried to get tickets to this game, and they were only allocating 2,000+ for in the away area. 2,000+ for the away area. I was just like, not happening. 3-1 is what CFC Matty's saying. He says Timo, Lukaku, and Mount. I want to see Lukaku, Mount, and Timo in this game. But we're going to do the preview tomorrow, guys. So make sure you stay tuned tomorrow for the match preview of the Brentford and Chelsea game. That will be at the same time tomorrow in the afternoon, which will be around 1 o'clock. We'll be doing that as well on the back of the Tuchel conference to see what the team uses, because there's Kante, there's Reece James that will be back as well. 3-1 to Chelsea might be a dog fight, though, is what we're hearing here. 3-0 is what Rebecca's saying. It's going to be a long West London derby are always difficult away from home. Chelsea to win 2-1. Ultra Velv is saying, I'm not going to lie, I was looking at Brentford. They have 3 or 4 CSs that's impressive. True. Lukaku ready to bang is what Nathaniel was saying as well. Big up to him. Anthony Taylor, Jim. Oh, did you have to mention Anthony Taylor, bro? Did you have to mention Anthony Taylor? Yes, I forgot. Thank you for bringing that back to my mind, though. Anthony Taylor is reffing our fucking game, which means we're already up against 11. It means we're again up against 13 now, because they've got the home crowd, the ref, and their 11 players. We're up against 13. And probably be down to he'll probably book about 3 of our players in about 20 minutes because he just doesn't like us. And I think the more and more he sees and sits and watches Chelsea, or looks on social media at all the hate he gets from us, more and more he probably wants to ref our games. He wants to ref our games even more. Honestly, so annoying. So annoying. Jem, stop with this refs. The tinfoil hat will return. Stop it. Go and look at Anthony Taylor's records of games that he's managed for Chelsea and come back to me, Bill. Come back to me. 2-0 Chelsea. Big up to Blues Cows TV. Guys, if you don't know, go and follow him as well. I think I might be doing a stream with him at some point on Sunday. Hello, my neighbours. Great to see you all. Great to see you, Jim. Great to see you as well, mate. Thank you for tuning in as well. But like I said, there's over 100 of you here. Let's push the 75 likes mark, guys. Smash the like button for GNA TV. We can do that easily. Brentford 1, Chelsea 3, Lukaku to score twice, and Werner once. I want to see Werner play because there is one stat on Timo Werner. He's played 5 games for Germany. His last 5 games for Germany, and he scored 4 goals. Now, there were some very good goals that he scored over the weekend. Kai Havertz was on there as well. He is slowly, hopefully, fingers crossed, playing himself into form. And I want to see him start. 2-0 Chelsea. We need Lukaku back on the score sheet. Timo Werner started and performing on a high level again. Let's hope that long may it continues and he can build that relationship with Lukaku. I forgot about Taylor. 2-1. I had done the same thing. I was about to give my score prediction and I saw Taylor. 2-0 Chelsea. 2-0 Chelsea. We have won 2 from 11 games with Taylor. That makes it even worse, doesn't it? That makes it even goddamn worse for me to even think what I'm going to do now. Helu, big up to you. She's saying, I want a similar lineup to Southampton because we always play weird after international break. And most of those would stayed at Cobham. Yeah, big up. I understand that. I hear that. Listen, I'm going to give you my score prediction. I think there's going to be space for us. And it's going to depend on how we break the lines. Now, we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do a preview tomorrow, so I won't delve into it too much because I really want to go into the tactical side of it, but we'll do that and on tomorrow's stream. I think we will have to play progressively well. It means that when we get the ball into the midfield or into our wing backs, how well are they going to move the ball forward quick enough? Because we will there will be space because Brentford press. They press, let's say they're like Leeds, but they press around the pitch. And I think with Lukaku up front, Werner making runs, Mount probably dropping in deep, that we can probably get a couple goals here, depending on how Anthony Taylor does and performs in the game as well. Because let's be serious, Anthony Taylor tax is always involved in this as well. And he sucks. I don't care what anyone says. Anthony Taylor sucks. I hate Anthony Taylor when he referees us. He just makes me angry. I think I'm going to have a drink before this game. Because if I know he's refereeing our game, it's just going to stress the fuck out of me. I'm sorry about my French, but it stresses me out. But Bex is here as well. Look, go and join the Discord group. There's the link. That is the GNA TV Discord group. There's a load of us in there already. That's where I put all of the streams before I even upload them onto YouTube as well. So you guys know that we were going to go live. You won't miss a stream if you do that. In the description below, we also have the Instagram GNA TV official page, which you can go and follow on Instagram. Go and do that because that's where the giveaway is going to be. I don't want you guys to miss out on the giveaway. And also, my Twitter page is there as well if you want to follow me on Twitter. Kante is back, but does he start? That's the question. 4-0. So I'm going to give you my prediction. I think we're going to win. And I don't think they're going to score this time. I think we're going to win 2-0. If we score a goal early, if we get a goal in the first 20 minutes, we're going to beat them 3-0. If we don't score in the first 20 minutes, we're going to beat them 2-0. That's the way I see it. That's my call. Big up to Beautiful Game in the house as well. Away win despite the Felicity challenge fraud yet. I don't see that Brentford's team scoring on us. And that's how I feel at the moment. Do you think Barkley should come on later for some long shots? Depending on how the game is, we might have to use a Ross Barkley. I kept saying, when you have players that have come back from international breaks, they don't have enough time to train. I know they know their players and whatever, but it's more of the energy element. Yeah, are they going to be able to start games? We know that Lukaku is supposedly fatigue, is having muscle fatigue at the moment. Is he going to be available? Will he start? I hope so. You know, Timo Werner is the same as well. Will he start? So it will be interesting. You lot said, are so sad, stupid about this Anthony Taylor thing, Paranoia FC. Rams, go and search up the games. Anthony Taylor is reffed against Chelsea and come back to me. The link's going to be in the chat very soon, guys, as well. I am going to move on from the Chelsea game and then finish off with what we got left in the Premier League games. But continue smashing the likes, and then I'm going to open up the lines as well. But we should be on over 50 likes now. I ain't hitting a link in there unless we've got over 50 likes, guys. We've got 42 likes, and it's over 105 people here. Come on, man. Smash that like button. Smash it. Brentford are going to struggle against their defence. Big up to Jose CFC. I think Sir will be great for Chelsea by the end of the year, is what Paul thinks. Fair enough. Ivan Toney, born a Scouser, will score. Vel thinks that Ivan Toney will score against Chelsea. But let's move, guys, because we can sit and talk about Chelsea all day. Preview for Chelsea will be tomorrow anyway. So we will come back to Chelsea. Right. How many games we've got left? We've got 3 games. 3 games. One of them being another tasty game. Sunday, 17th of October, 2 o'clock kickoff. Everton versus West Ham. Everton are on 14 points. Played 7. Obviously doing well under Benitez as well. West Ham are still floating around as well. 9th, got 11 points. They've lost 2, drawn 2, 1-1 as well. Who do I think is going to win this one? I think it's going to be a draw, if I'm honest opinion. I think there will be goals, and I don't think there'll be many goals. I think it will be 1-1. I don't know who's missing for Everton. I don't really know who's missing for West Ham as well. So that will obviously have its faults and says as well. But I do honestly think that a 1-1 draw will be sufficient for this game as well. And you know, he started well, Rafa, isn't he? Rafa has started really, 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 really well on this. But let's see what people say in the chat. All our rivals playing before us, odds a bit more pressure. I hear that, Bex. I hear that. 2-2 is what Catch Critic is saying. 2-2. 7-0 West Ham. Bury the blue shitty side of Merseyside. You're just shook of the blue side becoming better than you guys. Becoming better than you guys. Maybe because they can spend money. Maybe because they have an owner that actually wants to spend. You never know. They could be bigger than you one day. Abraham, big up to you. He says, hello, GNA, mate. I am a big fan of your show. I am a Man United fan, and I am a big of the football terrorists. Yeah, big up to you, my man. Big up to you. Thank you for tuning in. And guys, like I keep saying to you, we're on the road to 3K. We're on 2.8K. 2,860 is what I can see at the moment. We're 30 away from hitting 2.9k. And it's over 125 of us here. If everyone hits the subscribe button just below the stream, we could make it today. We could make it to 2.9k. That leaves me with 100 away from 3k subscribers. And like I said to you, the giveaway will then be open to you guys. Everton, 1-0 is what Matthew's saying. 2-1 Everton is what Georgica's saying. Big up. Cole P, big up to you as well. Jim, those men spent 42 million on ILL. That's true. That is true. I got to admit. But I'm going for a 1-1 draw with them as well. We're going to move on from them. 1-1. And we're going to move on to... We've got 2 more games left, guys. One of them being Newcastle versus Spurs. Newcastle are the new big tycoon team in town. They wanted Timo Werner. There's talks of him maybe wanting Haaland. They might want this, that, and the other. There's going to be a lot of talks about Newcastle, but I don't think they're going to be able to move mad like that, especially with the current individual players that they've got. This is going to be a project for them. This is something that's going to happen over a course of I think, over a 2-3 year period, at least. You know, there was talks that they want someone like Anthony Martial. They could probably do that, but it's going to take them time to build this squad. This squad that the Cities, the Chelseas, that we've done, you know, and built on. And then they're going to have to be successful with the players that they're signing as well. They're going to have a decent manager. They're going to have to bring someone in that can actually, you know, in many ways, bring them success. But when I look at how much money they've got, what is it, 330 billion? They've got more money than Man City time treble. I think Man City are on 50 billion. They're worth 50 billion. They've got more money than them. They've probably got more money than PSG. These lot have been bought by the richest owner in football at the moment, I believe. But does it help them in this game? Because look at where they are at the moment. They're stuck in 19th. They've lost 2, drawn 3, only 3 points. They could get relegated. They could be the first team who've just been bought out by a tycoon to get relegated and play championship football trying to buy Mbappe and Haaland. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it? Newcastle get relegated. They get relegated with all that money, and they can't attract any players because they're down there, and then they can't get up the table or back in the Premier League because they're stuck with the players that they've got. Some of their players, Luke. Can you imagine that? That would be funny, wouldn't it? But anyway, let's move. Tottenham are away. Tottenham are sitting on 12 points in 8th. They've lost 3, drawn 1-2. Are they finding form? I don't really know. I mean, the man himself in charge of him, I think he's struggling as well in terms of getting him to play, getting the understanding of them as well. So, you know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, but I think Tottenham will probably win, to be honest. I think Harry Kane will score as well. So, I would probably say a 2-0 or a 2-1. I know it's very hard to play up against Newcastle away. Chelsea, like Chelsea's bogey team, but for Spurs, they should get the job done. I'm going to go over 2-1 Spurs. 1-1 draw. Spurs have Romero, Real, Lo Celso, Sanchez. All right, I didn't know that. Lo Celso don't really play. Sanchez is out. Real could be a bit of a miss. Romero, we could probably get away with. I still think they can win. Gem, Newcastle have more than PSG. Yeah, I know they do. I am going to put the link in the chat. We've got one more game left, and the link will be in the chat for you guys to get involved. Imagine Lampard managing Newcastle versus Chelsea and watching all the players he iced out like Alonso and Rudiger cooking on the pitch. Yeah. Yes. They have more money than some countries' national. I know, it's mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad. Bex, thank you for putting the link in the chat for the Discord. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and follow us on the link that Bex has put in the chat as well. That's our Discord group. Get in there. We do a lot of football talk in there overall as well. 2-1 Spurs. Newcastle want to sign me for next season. They can sign all of us. They could sign the whole blimmin' town, city. They literally could. They could literally sign the whole city. Mad, isn't it? Big up to Matt, the ZVL genius, who's in the house. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you are well as well. It'll be funny if Newcastle get Rafa back. Can you imagine? Big up to Fator. I'd say the Krusty hater, man. I don't hate Krusty. Like and subscribe, Samuel saying as well. Please, let's do that as well. Let's do that. Not Werner is what he's saying. So, yeah, I've gone for a 2-1. 2-1. 2-1 Tottenham, guys, on that one. We've got one more game left, and then the lines will be open for you to get involved. And it is Arsenal versus Palace. Arsenal are at home, sitting in 11th. Obviously started off really poor, didn't they, originally, when they were down in 18th or wherever they were. But they've won 3. They've started, the last 5 games have improved. 1-3, lost 1, drawn 1, 10 points. You know what? They're 6 points off the top. Still there or thereabouts. Still saying that they can maybe make Europe, Champions League. Some of these Arsenal fans are telling us. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, Patrick Vieira, 7 games, 7 points, 3 draws, 1 loss, and 1 win. Arsenal at home. Palace can be a bit of a tricky team, I would say. Palace on their day can cause Arsenal problems. Massive problems. But Arsenal should have enough to beat them. So, you know, do I think Palace can beat them? Yeah. It'll be a 1-0 or a 2-1. But do I expect Arsenal to absolutely blow them away? Yes. So 2-3-0 wouldn't surprise me at the same time. So I think Arsenal, this time I'm going to go one or two ways. Either Arsenal are going to whitewash them and Palace won't score. It'll be 2-3-0. Or Palace will score first. Arsenal will come back. Or Palace will get another. Arsenal will come back. I'll say 2-1. It could be a 2-1 Palace as well. What are you guys saying in the chat? 3-1 Palace is what Velv is saying. 2-1 Palace is what Couch is saying as well. Yeah, I know a lot of us want that to happen more than anything, but they are on form and they haven't got injuries. Do they? I'm not sure Arsenal are a good team. No banter. I don't think they're a great... I agree. I don't think they're a good team. I just don't think they're that bad. I don't think they're that bad. I think they can beat teams like Crystal Palace on their day. If they do turn up as well, at home as well, you expect them to do that. If it was an away game, then I'd probably say 2-0 Palace or an Arsenal 1-0 potentially. But I could see them blowing Palace away still on the day. I'm also hoping 9-0 battering from Palace. How are these Arsenal fans saying ESR is better than Trent and Havertz? It's Arsenal fans. Only Arsenal fans think things like that. That's Arsenal for you. Do you know what I mean? That is Arsenal for you. 2-2. Undertaker CFC saying Zaha to bang is what Nathaniel's saying. Arsenal won't beat Palace. ESR is more creative than Trent. Are you mucking around, Rams? Are you being serious? Are you mucking around? Or are you being serious? Well, we're an hour in, guys. I did say the last half an hour or 45 minutes I'll open up the lines. You just want to come in and talk about any of the games this week. Give us your thoughts on your football club. Doesn't have to be Chelsea. You could be a Liverpool fan, Arsenal, Man United, Man City. Come and join. The link is there. The link is already there for you guys to get involved if you want to. Ram tell me you're trolling. Tell me you are trolling. And we do have our first guy here, Mr. Fator, the Werner Krusty lover. What are you saying?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm looking for that the Midland Derby game, Villa versus Wolves. That's gonna be a feisty one.
The Midlands Derby. Are you talking about the Wolves and Villa game, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. What are you expecting in this game?
Well, to be fair, both teams, well, it's a bit mid-table-ish, so I wouldn't say that much for Wolves and Villa in there, but I feel like in terms of the both teams, I reckon it's gonna be a draw. But
Yeah.
I'm really excited what's going on outside the stadium between those fans. So because I mean, to be fair, Wolves really close to Villa, so it's not that far from traveling and that. But I'm really keen what's going on outside. To be fair, not that much.
I hear you. I do hear you. I mean, one thing I think we could all agree on is that we're happy that the international break's gone, right? We can actually look forward to some
thank God, man.
You know
I just want to see Werner miss goals now. Like, for Chelsea, not for Germany.
But you would want him to do that because he's actually scoring goals.
Do you know what? If you want to talk about that, how about like I'm gonna accuse you. You're the culprit to get me suspended now. Yeah, Velvish one.
Wait, what?
No, you know what? Yeah, but go on, Jim.
No, go on. I was gonna say we've got Liverpool fans there as well. We've got Velv and Ram. Guys. Missing Firmino, you're missing Alisson. Obviously, I still think you've got enough.
Firmino's here. Firmino's here. He didn't go.
Firmino's here, right. So I still think you've got enough to beat Watford. Is there anything that worries you going into this game, or do you think you'll just slap them 3-4-0?
I feel like we'll concede because obviously we're missing the DM and we're missing our best goalkeeper. I think Leher would do a good job. He's a good backup goalkeeper. I still think he will concede. But in terms of attack, Salah currently the best player in the league, so he fancy him to score goals. Mane, who's also been on good form, scoring 4 goals, so yeah, it'll be good. Firmino, he has a decent record against Watford, so I think he will score. Trent is
What about
also
Jota?
back. Jota's
Is he
just had
still
an
is he
injury.
injured?
He said he might be available for Watford, but I highly doubt he will start. He will come off the bench.
Yeah, and I think if you lose this, it's just a big upset. To be honest, there's no way in hell you should be losing to Watford, who I think are bang average anyway, and should really be getting relegated
But
eventually.
Ismail Sarr, man, he's gonna do some madness.
Ram, are you there?
Yeah, man.
What are you saying about your team?
I think we'll win, but it's coming back from international break. We're probably not going to be our best, and I think it's going to be a close game. Not going to lie. Watford haven't had a lot of players go out for international, so they've been training a bit with each other. So with our players, I think they've all been away. So I think it's going to be a tough game, a very very tough game. Watford are obviously going to be fired up about it, but I think we'll get away with it. I think we'll get a 2-1 win.
2-1 win. I mean, we've got some of the Chelsea boys here as well, in Redneck and Matt as well. I mean, guys, what do you think? You think Liverpool they should blow them away, shouldn't they? Watford.
They should be all right, unless
That'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Hate to say it, but they'll be
Unless,
fine. They'll probably get a
if
1-0.
there's going to be an upset, I don't know who they got though.
All I'm saying is Dejan Lovren cost us that 3-0 game. I'm just putting that out there.
That whole defense was shit that day. It's not them. That whole defense.
No. We always blame Dejan Lovren.
No.
Who looks like Kepa?
I think he said. I think he's saying you, Matt. You look like Kepa. Or
Bro, I always get Kepa. I don't know how I look like Kepa.
He doesn't look nothing like Kepa. Nothing like him. What are your thoughts on Newcastle? Obviously, they've been bought by a tycoon. Do you think that? Do you
That was
expect
my
them to
question
become-
for coming in here.
Do you think they'll become a big six team in the next, say, 4 to 5 years, and do you think they will attract the players to do that, like a bit like what Chelsea and Man City did, or I think it's going to work?
Something hard to predict, Something hard to predict. I think we could possibly.
Depends on the
see it.
coach. Depends on the
But-
coach they get.
Yeah, and the players they buy, because if they don't buy any good players, they're not going to become a top
It's
6
like
team.
it's more depends on the coach. If the coach, like I said, if Conte is gonna be coach, I know they're saying he turned it down, but I don't believe it. It's just news. If Conte comes to Newcastle, I can see them fight for top 4 next season.
But they need to have the players in it because I'm not sure. They're not going to try like players from like
Of course,
Champions
we're gonna
League
need
teams.
the players. I'm saying if the players that they going after see what's his name, Coach Lampard, ain't nobody coming over there. If I see Conte as a coach, they coming.
This director
Yeah.
of football is important, bro. If they get Ralph Ragnick, they will be a top team in years to come.
Can they attract the players though?
It's not about it's not about if they come in top 6. Yes, they coming. It's matter of time.
It'll
That's
be
the
quicker.
biggest question.
It'll be very quick.
That's what I'm saying.
You saw Leipzig were a mid-table second division team, and now in like the space of like 4 seasons, they were a top class German team in the Bundesliga.
Man, like Hassan who carried them.
What if and I did say this earlier, what if they they get relegated with their tycoon owner?
That'd
be
funny. That's what I'm saying.
There's already Salford City, who's like the Man City of like lower leagues. They're like, it's in January they'll get loads of players in.
But you can't change 11 men, and that's my thing. This is why I'm
exactly.
saying is this going to be an issue for them because they're sitting in 19th from 3 points. They've only drawn 3 won a game.
But you don't need to change 11 to stay in the league.
They were relegated with Rafa, innit? And they went back up. It wasn't a problem. They'll just come back up.
Yeah, that won't be a problem. But I think this year,
won nothing.
This year they're fighting relegation.
You know what? They will just go in January, and they don't need 11 man.
Yeah,
they need at least 1, 2, 3 players
to stay in the league.
They need
Yeah.
a striker and defense.
It's
These
just
players
to
can
stay in
mix
the league, and
with
then they
this
will
average
go.
players. I don't think
No,
that.
they're not
that-
average. Like, if you look at the team, like you said,
If ever-
Saint Maximum's a decent player. John Joe Shelby sometimes is a decent player. Who else? That's probably I don't know. Almiron.
That's what I'm saying.
The keeper.
Matt,
What's his
Matt
name?
Rich,
Oh.
Callum Wilson,
Oh,
they're all pretty
Joe
good players.
Linton, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Leave it out.
Like Wilson's injury prone, man. So we don't even see. Willock is decent. So
I mean,
give it
just
that.
look at Brighton. Look at Brighton right now. How many players can you name from the team that are actually very good?
They've got a
Multi,
manager that's got
dunk.
them playing in a system that works. These
Nah,
guys don't have
but
a system.
Exactly.
They've
So
got-
they just
they've
need
got
the manager. That's it.
They got talent.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the manager.
Yeah, manager for out of
They're not going to
relegation.
they're
We're
not
not
going
for
to go
top
and get
four.
a Conte now, are they? While they're sitting in 19th.
Um,
He's not going to come there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So who's going to come?
Here's the thing. I said the options are Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, Rafa, or Conte. Like, if they want to go to extreme, but I feel like those
even-
or Eddie
It's not
Howe or Eddie Howe will be a good.
Eddie Howe
job
will
for-
bring him back from championship if he.
No, they just they need an
Lampard will
interim, bro.
not make sense at all. No,
They need an
Newcastle
interim.
fans wanted Eddie Howe before.
Yeah, before they were bought. They didn't want him when they became the richest club.
What about Graham Potter?
Nah, he's
yeah.
not gonna leave.
You won't leave.
Nah, he's not gonna
He's
leave.
not. It's.
Nah, but
We're
would
not
you
talking
move
about
from
if
the
he's
project
leaving or
like that?
not. We're talking about is he gonna be a good at Newcastle? I think so. We're
Yeah,
not
but if they
talking
want to
about if
stay
he's
out
leaving or not.
relegation,
What
yeah,
about
but if they want to stay out
yeah.
relegation, they need
That's
something.
true.
what about
Graham
what
Potter's
about
on the
Chris
show this
Riddick as
season.
interim?
And you think Lampard is gonna come and they're not gonna fight relegation?
I don't think they
Or
even need to
Gerrard?
change. They could just probably
I
bring in a
think
couple
Gerrard
of players.
will be a more better option than Lampard.
Oh, no, he's not though. He
I
won't
mean,
be.
they're exactly the same ones.
No,
No, they're not.
No. What? It's such a stupid idea bringing Gerrard, especially with the money that they have. They're just going to
Stevie
be.
G, let's get him
This
over
is-
it.
They're just going to be splashing the money. That's it. No, it's not a good idea.
No, same thing. I'm saying no Lampard and no Gerrard. You don't.
How about
you don't
Zidane?
have- Fuck,
He won't
Zidane
go
is
there.
not coming over there.
Zidane
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
going there though. Not yet.
You think Zidane will take them out of the relegations or with this team?
Yeah.
Never.
I like Zidane, just go.
Van Taken must be a Newcastle fan. He's saying in January I want Zaha, Antonio from West Ham and Lingard. What do you get them for?
Yeah, that,
Do you know what?
that'll
It will be
decent.
good signings,
Look.
but West Ham will never give them up.
Look, Barkley, he could help them in the midfield. Lingard could help them in the midfield.
Yeah, fuck all, yeah.
I'm
Listen.
saying, do you think Barkley will walk into that squad?
He's so inconsistent. He will have like first few
Yeah,
good
he's
games
very
and then just disappear.
Yeah, but
I
he-
agree.
he will also will cost 10-15 million pounds. You can't say they can splash all the like 100 million on the player. We're not gonna do that in January. They can splash. What I'm saying is in January, realistically, those are
Yeah,
the players
exactly.
they can
Yeah,
get.
They're
I
only
think
get
they could get
youngsters.
they could get Nat Phillips.
If they're gonna splash for players 100 million on the players in January, they cannot afford to splash that much money in the summer.
Yeah, they're not. This.
What
this
about
season,
what
they're fighting
about what about
relegation.
Chris Wilder?
Chris Wilder.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
he
think the
has some weird.
silence-
No, like because his system back at Sheffield United is very different with his overlapping centre back. Like I don't think there's anyone in the world that could possibly do the job with Wilder. For me, I
Look,
think getting into
you
him, just stay them out of relegation, sack him, and then get someone else.
Basically,
This
Big
season's
Sam.
just final relegation.
Basically, Big Sam.
But can you
Bring
think they
Big
can just
Sam.
do with
Big
Steve
Sam.
Bruce? Don't you think they can just
I've-
do with Steve Bruce though? He's done it nearly every single year. He's just fighting off relegation.
think
Just maybe
Steve
bring in a
Bruce
couple
is
players and
actually-
He doesn't have a good relationship.
Yeah, he
he'll
doesn't
leave.
have a
He'll
good
leave
relationship, but he is actually a decent coach. I think he's a decent coach. But here's the players that Newcastle should get in the January. I think to stay in relegation, they need a player like Salkowski from Burnley. They can definitely buy him. Then they need players like Lingard from Man United, Barkley. Who else is over there?
Ruben
Nat Phillips. Give him Nat
Loftus-Cheek
Phillips.
is not going.
But think outside of even Premier League, they can bring in some fantastic youngsters.
They
Because
can
they want
They
want
they
Lemley.
can get
40 million Champions League winner, Premier winner, you can have him.
who?
40 million.
Well,
For who?
No, the player.
Origi.
Oh, Origi.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Not gonna lie.
I'll give him Nat Phillips, man. I'm tired of him just not
No.
playing in Liverpool. Give them Nat Phillips, man.
Martial can go.
Martial.
Batshuayi.
Yeah, Martial.
Martial can join Newcastle. I'll tell you the truth. For fuck's sake, Cho can go on loan to Newcastle. Don't forget,
Man.
Newcastle can get loans also.
Yeah, bro. Take
Couple
him.
of
Take
I
players.
him for
think
money.
that would be good for Cho. Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
agree.
that's what I'm saying. And it's like, I'm not saying he's gonna start over either, but he can actually has more minutes than he can at Chelsea.
I think they should get Max Aarons from Norwich as well as a right back.
Is he
They
still
won't
in
get him
That's
down.
a good.
Playing as well?
That's a good investment for the long term. Yes, he's a decent right back.
But they won't get him in Jan. That's the thing. Because Norwich are gonna be
Yeah.
trying
Yeah,
to
that's
stay
what
up.
I'm saying. Well,
Yeah.
I think Norwich is the weirdest club. The owners.
Norwich
the
are getting
weirdest-
relegated, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Their
know
man-
that.
Norwich is already gone. Norwich is already gone.
Their manager
Well,
is just a championship manager. Like he only do good in the championship, but in the Premier League he won't do anything.
That's
Yeah,
not
he's a
even.
championship
But
manager.
I think it's
Yeah.
that's
everything.
not
is
about
just-
only just on the manager. It's also on the club itself. Are they okay with it? Like,
This is not the first time they've done this. 2013-14, they came back, then they went straight back down. 2015-16,
yeah, that's what I'm
they
saying.
came
I
up,
think
and went
I
back
think
down.
they want this. Like, they want the money that how you say it? Like the money that
What?
winning, the winning money from Championship League to Premier League.
But I think, don't you think they'll take like some international guys as well just to join? Because I think this season it's just them for them to hold up the relegation.
They
battle.
want
Bruce,
Langley.
keep Bruce on service.
Oh my god, Longley. Oh my god.
Barca.
He's a shit centre. He's the worst centre back in the
Take them. I don't think any of these links are realistic. To be fair, I think we're not going to see any real links till probably end of December, and then we'll see something because it's the same shit we see. This international.
I don't
Half
know,
these
man.
rooms weren't at a Newcastle. That's all bullshit.
How about
None of them
Coutinho?
fucking happened.
Coutinho to Newcastle.
If they do that, we get extra money, so I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Coutinho,
Every little helps.
I
he hasn't
so
had a
don't
shot
like.
at glass.
You know
yet.
what? Their style of play needs to change because you can't be getting all those players and you're playing the way Newcastle are playing right now. That's just not going to work.
They play 5 at the back. It's like 5-4 or something.
Yeah.
Like they hate they don't even like their captain Lascelles. Did you
Like,
like you're just
Joelinton,
Styles was a decent centre back, but man's just
Joelinton
he-
is
unreliable.
centre back at their club.
what play Joe? What? Who's got
Joelinton is
Champions
literally
League?
centre back.
He's got Champions
Me,
League.
what?
music.
Me,
Oh,
it's
okay.
my text message sound. Deal with
You
it.
just got to upset the Arsenal fans in the chat, behaving it.
What? Arsenal fans? How about
They-
Liverpool
they-
fans too?
No, we play Champions League. They don't play Champions League.
No,
You're
it says
talking
the
to wrong guys
champions.
about Champions League.
It says the champions. They didn't say we playing in the championship league. It's the music for we champions. It's not like.
Oh,
Anyway, let's go forward.
is Jem still here or?
man's
That's
on the
not fair.
phone
He
call or
said he's on the
something. I don't
Oh.
know, but
Can we just banter Arsenal? I just want to let's talk about what they said. Yeah, ESR better than Trent, Havertz, and Mount. What the fuck is this on about?
That's not even. That's not.
That's
up
not
for
even
discuss-
Arsenal
that-
fans. That's just. True
Let me
football
ask you guys a
Tales
question. Actually, I had this. Who do you think is gonna be most affected by the Newcastle, and why? Like, is a club who's gonna be most effective by the Newcastle takeover?
Liverpool and United.
Why do
Basically,
you
a top
think so?
six team that has an American owner.
Literally, the Super League. Yeah, if their Super League goes and they just went Newcastle, like, oh, we'll just stay in the Prem because we have money.
Now that should probably buy their way into the league, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah,
All the
anyone that
American owners.
So you're saying the only clubs that get affected is American owners?
Yep.
Why
Because
is
Chelsea and City have you obviously got Abramovich, Russian money, and City's got the United Arab Emirates. We have owners that see the football club as businesses. They don't like to invest a lot. They wanted to make it self-sufficient. I think when they see how good Newcastle are in the next couple of years, it's either they'll put their finger out or they're going to get a ton of losses. That's how I see it's gonna. That's how I see it happening.
You could
So-
say the other teams, like lower teams, that have financially don't have money. Like look at Southampton. For me, I think they have the worst squad in the league in terms of like squad depth because
Yeah.
decent
They
starting
don't have
11,
that.
but the bench is full of academy players that you don't know.
Yeah, but Southampton has one of the best academies in the world, so their recruitment is mad. Southampton
That's
has a
something,
really
and
good.
that's something
No, they have
Newcastle needs to improve.
They
is
have
their
good recruitment, but in terms of like squad depth, because they don't have financially have the
And
money.
I rate the manager as well. He's a really good manager.
Very
Yeah, I think he's
underrated.
very likable manager.
Not likable. It's not like a contest. He's really tactically.
Yeah, but you know what I mean by likable. You know, likable is
He's
the
really,
coach
really.
tactic.
I think he's gonna be a really, really good coach. My Newcastle could be looking at him actually. For me,
Newcastle
Yeah,
will
that'll
be
be
looking at anyone.
for me,
they'll look at anyone.
yeah, for me, the biggest thing what Newcastle is gonna be a threat as the people that did not have the good coach relationships right now, and the teams that have oldest players in the squad is gonna be affected by Newcastle takeover. Because if you have an older squad, you're gonna go into the market fighting regulars like Chelsea, Man City, Man United, and stuff like that.
Guys,
In addition, with Newcastle,
oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was literally on. People call me for work, and that, you know what it's like. You're
Yeah,
trying
all
to
good,
scream
all
and that. But I want to. I don't know if you've been talking about the Chelsea game, but I do want to touch with the Chelsea boys on the Chelsea game as well against Brentford. Obviously, we're going to do a preview tomorrow on it, so we'll go into more detail about it. But are you worried about playing Brentford away because they are in good form and they have beaten some tricky teams already? Do you think we should be? Because especially coming back from international as well, I'm never really a big fan of coming back from international games as well and playing this. But are you confident going into this game against them?
Of course, the champions of Europe, but definitely good confidence. It's gonna be a very fun game. I'm really enjoying to watch it. But do you think they're very, very quick team? They're gonna do very, very well against us. I think we're
the
still
proper
clean sheet with this
English style team. They direct, they fast on the transition.
Yeah.
They
Anthony
like
Taylor,
to play.
that's
I
it.
think they bring intensity better playing the top teams. Like they kind of like buff up when they know that they have a big team at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Well,
we
they bet West Ham. They drew to
what?
Liverpool, and they bet West Ham, drew to Liverpool, and then bet Arsenal. That's the teams
I
they bet.
understand with our first two. The third one is not a big deal. I agree. Like, we should be cautious coming into the game. That's all I'm saying.
You know, they got
Especially
Ivan
after-
Toney.
Not because of Anthony Taylor, yeah, because of
Yes,
yeah.
because of Anthony Taylor.
Oh my god,
You will not
Wait.
find the Chelsea.
you
You
lot
will
are
not-
paranoid.
Are
Paranoid.
you sure?
Look at
Did
the
you
statistics,
see
look
that
at the
ref?
facts.
Did you see that ref the other day for Northern Ireland sent off Jamal Lewis for time wasting in half an hour?
No. I respect that. Yeah, he should have. That's a yellow card. He already got a yellow card. So
What?
He
He wasn't even that long. Come on, Ram. He wasn't that
Okay.
long.
I don't care. I hate time wasters. Even when we do, I hate it. I just hate it so much.
But Anthony Taylor is actually.
No,
you're telling me-
you are being
I said
paranoid.
this.
You are actually being paranoid.
No. We literally, there's like little statistics.
I would defend
There's
Chelsea,
so
but
much
Anthony
evidence.
Taylor. There's been
No.
certain occasions that Anthony Taylor has done
Did
a
you even see him
manders.
for Spain? For Spain.
There is not.
Two
There is
Chelsea
You are
not.
players in there.
paranoid. You are actually
Fuck's the
paranoid.
same.
Yeah. He gave Mbappe the goal. Waste, man. How
That's,
can you
not
not see
him.
the?
that's not him. That's VAR. Oh my god,
That's
you lot
him.
are
Yeah,
but he
paranoid.
still has the
You
right
are
to call it. He's
actually
still a referee.
paranoid.
You said the
You
referee.
know
That's
how
him.
paranoid
He
you
said-
are sounding.
He said that the player touched the ball when the player never touched the ball. That's why
Paranoid.
VAR did not look at it.
Paranoia FC. That's all I have to say.
You can
There's
say
so
whatever
many
you want.
photos, so
It's
much
just throwing
evidence.
shit up in the window, see if it sticks.
Okay, fine.
No, like, we all have agendas against some players. Everywhere.
Ah, my word.
This
Have
is not
agendas
even an
against
agenda.
players.
I
not
literally
referees.
like last time we played with Anthony Taylor. Everybody was making. I don't know if I was on this channel or Lewis. I think I was on Lewis channel, and everybody was making starting 11 and everything. And I was like, you can go back and watch the video. And I was like, you keep forgetting that we're playing Antoine Taylor as a referee. And they're like, oh my God. And guess what happened that game? For fuck's sake.
What game are you talking about?
Let me just say, you guys should try reverse psychology. Say he's a good referee and see what happens.
Yeah.
No,
might
not
as well.
gonna ever mention that.
Just do it. Just try it. Say how good a referee he is. And
just repeat after what we say. Anthony Taylor is the best referee in the league.
No one is taking it. Which one, honestly?
No. It's reverse psychology. Say Anthony Taylor is a good referee. Maybe he will not screw you over.
You will not put those words in my mouth.
Yeah.
Well, you have to.
Andy Taylor is a shit ref, and he's part of the reason why we're always down to 10 men. All right, let's just say it as it is. Right?
Not because Reece James tried to play volleyball. Yeah. Okay.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't volleyball because it didn't.
Volleyball is playing like this. Reece James is playing like this.
First. It hit his chest and then went onto his arm.
No, it's a motion. It's a motion.
Why did he flick his arm?
Why did Andy Taylor only look at one image, which was the ball sitting on his arm?
Let's just talk about this game.
I saw his arm move. Did the ball hit his arm? He's like, okay.
Your arm moves when you walk, man. What are you talking about? You can't stand like that, can you?
You don't flick your arm, though. Flick your arm is an unnatural position.
Yeah, James has got to do a backflip, man. Reece James should have done a backflip, cleared it out, bicycle kick over, then he should be fine. He didn't do that.
A goalkeeper can do it. He can do it as well. So, yeah.
Anyway, JJ Bridge with a donation. Big up to you. He says Arsenal and Tottenham just got pushed back down the pecking order because of Newcastle for the 6th and 7th spot from next season onwards. I think is what JJ Bridge thinks. He thinks it'd be that.
Yeah, I asked the question when you on your business call and we didn't finish that. I didn't know if you heard the question, so that's what he was answering. That's what he's answering. I asked which clubs will be most affected by Newcastle takeover. And
it's got to be them, and I'd probably throw Liverpool in it as well. And
my thing was the aging club, the club that has most older people, and that's why. I
heard that, Jim. Yeah.
But let's be serious, right, Ram? In next 2-3 years, if they do spend money and get the right coaching, and you guys are just toddling along with your FSG wasted chairman that doesn't spend money on you, you could be one of the guys that fall down the picking order because of
but you have to include Man United in there as well.
Yeah.
Man United,
I would just get it. Man, I would just get it.
They do spend money. Right, they don't spend like loads and bring loads of money, but they do spend it. If you look at what they've spent.
No, but here's the thing, with United, they're gonna keep Ole. Like sooner or later, they're gonna fall down. They'll be losing more money. Because Newcastle have money, they'll be like on the uprise. So if all the American owners are losing money due to this big move from Newcastle, then what are they going to do? They're obviously going to do something about it. They're probably going to use the Super League as a way to get their money back.
Yeah, and I think that Super League will probably happen eventually.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
Yeah, I agree as well. It will definitely happen at some point, but I'm just glad that there's football back on, man. Like, there's one thing that I've been missing is club football, not international football. International football's fucking boring.
Euros and World Cup is sick. Everything else is boring.
Yeah, but I get them playing games for that. I get that, but playing friendly
qualifications games make you go to the World
Summer tournaments are the best, not during league. Only in summer.
For me,
man, what are you saying, my man? Nice to see you on GNA TV for the first time. What are you saying?
Hello. Listen, it's 9:29 here, and probably in 3 minutes I have a safety meeting to go, so I'll just come to support your channel.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Boogie Man, tell me quickly. Brentford. I'm going to do a preview tomorrow, but Brentford v Chelsea. What's your thoughts on it, mate?
Listen, Anthony Taylor is the one that worries me the most, but I think. So other than that, I think we should win that game. And I mean, we know he's going to be against us. So I think we just have to go and bring the right energy and we should be able to win that game. But Anthony Taylor is the one that worries me a lot. If he doesn't give us any card, any yellow card or any red card, I think we should be able to win that game easily.
Does anybody think that Anthony Taylor does not know that Chelsea fans signed a petition? Just as do you think he doesn't know?
honest to God, try reverse psychology. Try reverse.
Shove that reverse psychology out your man.
That petition from Chelsea fans were embarrassing. That petition was embarrassing. Why would you include Anthony Bold Taylor? You should not do that. They're not going to take you seriously. Yeah.
Oh well, it is what it is, isn't it? But it is. See you later, big man.
James. Thanks for having me.
See you later. We're going to finish off as well because I've got work to do, man. I've got to get back to work. But yeah, listen, look, I am going to be doing the preview tomorrow. I've said this about 40 times, but we're going to be doing the Brentford Chelsea preview around 1 o'clock tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for that, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. Please continue to smash the like button. Push it. Let's try and push it to 100 like mark as well. And yeah, take care of yourselves, as I always say. And obviously, thanks these guys, as always, for tuning in. Thanks for all the donations as well. JJ Bridge and Blues Clouds TV as well. Thank you very, very much.
Paranoia FC.
What?
Paranoia FC.
Paranoia FC. Why are we Paranoia FC?
The referees are coming out to get us. Help us.
No, but we don't do that all the time. We're talking about Anthony Taylor. We've got a valid reason to talk about Anthony Taylor.
No,
We've got a valid reason. You would flip the lid if you had the same issue.
If you have a
I wouldn't give a damn. That's what I do. I wouldn't give a damn.
No, Ram. We all Liverpool fans. We all hate Michael Atkinson. He's a dickhead. Like what he does, he gave that goal when Origi clearly got fouled by United. Gave Rashford that goal. Was he in charge for the Everton team or VAR or something like that?
No, that guy. I don't even know what his name is, but
that was Michael Oliver. No, that was Michael Oliver. Yeah.
Michael Oliver is actually one of the only decent referees out there, but he's very harsh.
I think that we have an issue with referees in our game, to be honest, and I think they're the part of the reason why VAR doesn't work or they're not consistent with the decisions is the refs.
Yeah, it's not
hopefully
technology.
Hopefully that Aussie referee can help us.
Yeah. It's not the technology; it's the people that use the technology.
Man, acting as if we don't make it. What excuses do I make for Liverpool? What excuses? What excuses?
Literally, fuck it. So anyway, guys, I've got to shoot. Go on, Rignick. What are you gonna say?
Well, what Liverpool has issues? Well, based on the club interviews after the game, you had issues with wind, you had issues with rain.
Well, that's not me. That's the club. I don't care. You can't say that I said this.
You know what else you have issues with?
And I haven't said anything.
Oh, I think one time he said sun was in the eye.
Ram.
Yeah. So, look,
Ram, do you know what else you have issues with, Liverpool fans? Storytelling. You like storytelling all the time.
What storytelling?
Well,
History Channel.
Liverpool fans are storytellers. That's what I've noticed. I've seen it all over Twitter. It's like, when you talk about a great Liverpool team, you try and make it sound like it's the greatest ever Liverpool team in Premier League history because you guys won it. And then you talk about. You do this with Van Dijk. You do this with Mo Salah. You make it all sound like a story tale.
No. Mo Salah did great.
Mo Salah's better than Eden Hazard. That's fact.
You still it's storytelling. It's like going to bed and listening to a story.
No. Salah is clear of Hazard. I'm sorry, he is.
No, he isn't. I'm not even getting into that.
Anyway. People want to bring up the whole. He didn't play with great players. He had the chance to do it with Rayan and he flopped. So.
Let's be serious. Let's be serious, right? Let's actually be serious. Eden Hazard, when he was in the Premier League, was the best player in the Premier League.
No, he wasn't.
Let's be serious. Yeah, he was.
No,
he was. Even commentators like Gary Neville was coming out live saying that Eden Hazard is the best player in the Premier League. He just is.
No.
He is. And you just can't take it because it's not Liverpool. It doesn't go into your fairy tale story. I think. That's the issue. You just want it to always be about.
Gary Neville also said that Paul Pogba is disciplined, but we moved. That's it.
Oh, what? So wait, so you telling me when Eden Hazard was at Chelsea, he wasn't one of or the best player in the Premier League?
I think he was a very good player, but you need consistency.
He wasn't the best in the Premier League. I think it's like for one season.
He's actually one of the most consistent players, mate.
I mean, 2015-16, my man didn't score a goal in a year. I'm sorry, I cannot take you seriously.
He was there for 7 seasons, yeah. 7 seasons.
No, 7 seasons. Okay, purple patch season player. That's how I see it.
All I'm gonna say is, man, there was times where Hazard was in a squad of Chelsea's where the squad in itself wasn't actually that good, and he did carry us a lot of times.
So was Mo Salah.
Literally, Mo
Salah's
Salah
category's
against
down.
big
Without
teams.
Salah's goals,
Mo
you wouldn't
Salah,
be where you're at.
Mo
That's
Salah
true.
against big teams, 32 goals and 10 assists against the big team. Where's
Do you
Hazard?
know what it is, right? I don't like this Salah and Hazard debate thing. I don't get it because when I look at them as players, they're completely different players.
So you have the same energy for Lampard and Gerrard then?
Well, yeah, we can argue that. Who's scoring goals, who's scoring...
No, but have the same energy for Lampard and Gerrard.
But hang on. The way Hazard plays the game is completely different to the way Salah plays the game. Don't you agree? Hazard, I'll give you an example. Hazard will come deep, pick the ball up, take on 2 or 3 players, open up space, either score or set up. Salah holds his position, picks the ball up, plays a 1-2 in the final third, and scores. And he's a goal scorer.
That's a myth. It's a myth. It's a myth.
Type of winger to me.
Or waits to counter-attack and cross and ball and shoot.
No. It's a myth. It's a myth.
And has Salah ever played a 10? Because Hazard played the 10 for Chelsea.
And for Roma. For Roma.
Yeah, he hasn't played for Liverpool. In what you're saying is he's better.
Because we don't play 10s. We don't play 10s. He's played as a striker.
No, we don't play 10s.
But he's played as a false 9.
We will do a debate on this actually because I haven't done this on this show yet.
Bring Carefree Lewis as well. I'm calling him out as well. He talks a lot of nonsense.
Okay.
You heard it.
Him and Krusty the Clown, yeah? His nonsense about Krusty the Clown. So
Okay. No.
Anyway, guys, take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sorry, I've got to shoot. I've got to work today, but I'll be back tomorrow as well. With another stream. Thank all the guys for coming on here as well. Big up to Redneck, Fator, Velv, Rams, all of you guys as always. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon.